All right, combine's over. Free agency is approaching. Let's play a little game. A little game of no thanks and wouldn't mind it. If you don't want the Texans to make this selection, then say no thanks. If you wouldn't mind it, then just say wouldn't mind it. We're going to play with the first 3 draft picks. So 2, 12, 33 overall. Like, subscribe, all that. Number 1 source for Texans digital content. This is the Locker Room. You can hear me 10 to 2 Central on In the Loop on Sports Radio 610. Let's start with Anthony Richardson at number 2. He has a lot of momentum right now. Anthony Richardson at number 2. I'm going to go ahead and say no thanks. I am not a fan of that possibility. I think it's great that he's even in first round discussion, but I think it's getting very out of control at almost like an extreme point. Lopez put this on the show prep doc today, and I thought it was interesting. Just look at these combine comparisons of Anthony Richardson and Taysom Hill. The 40, 4.43 to 4.46. Vertical 45, 40.5 to 38.5. Broad jump 10.09 to 10.04. Height 6'4", height 6'2", weight 244, weight 230. Completion percentage 54.7 to 58. TDs 24 to 15, 43 to 31. I think it's great that Anthony Richardson's getting all this love. I don't fault Anthony Richardson for anything. He seems like a great kid, but it's a little bit ridiculous that we're just dismissing what we saw at Florida. Yes, they dropped a lot of passes. I would wonder, like, if everybody got the treatment where you go back and look at how many passes were dropped, how much better would their completion percentage look? Here's the thing I have a problem with. I don't like the comparisons to Jalen Hurts, and I don't like the comparisons to Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts went to Oklahoma. He completed 70% of his passes. He progressed as a passer, and he did his thing. Josh Allen actually stayed an extra year at Wyoming, and it was a big part of his development, although the numbers didn't necessarily show. So the Josh Allen and the Jalen Hurts comparisons, I just don't get. Will Anderson, number 2, wouldn't mind it, especially if Bryce Young goes first. If the Texans decide not to go quarterback and they decide to just wait till next year, wouldn't be ideal. Would likely want to see CJ Stroud more so, but wouldn't mind it. Jackson Smith and Jigba, number 12 overall. I would not only not mind it, I would absolutely love it. I think he's the best wide receiver in this draft. I think the athleticism showed over the weekend. I think people are sleeping on Jackson Smith and Jigba because he sat out last year. Number 12 overall, wouldn't mind it. Quentin Johnston, number 12 overall. No thanks. I like what he did at TCU. I just question the consistency. I question, other receivers you could get there, whether it's Hyatt, whether it's Addison, although he didn't run as fast as a lot of people thought he would. I like Addison better. Also like Smith and Jigba better. So I would say no. And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind it. I would rather take Bijan Robinson at 12 than Quentin Johnston. I know there's a position value battle, but I think Bijan Robinson can fill in and produce in a way in which it doesn't eliminate the need for receiver production. But I think if you use him the right way, he can make your entire team better, and he can make the receiving game better. Trading up for Jalen Carter from 12, wouldn't mind it. Don't know how much he's going to fall, but let's say he falls to 8, 9, and the Texans decide they want to use one of those extra thirds or maybe even a second to go up and get Jalen Carter. Widely regarded as the best player in the draft. He falls. Sometimes you benefit when someone falls, so would not mind it. And the final one, Jahmyr Gibbs, number 33 overall, wouldn't mind it, although I would not be shocked to see him drafted in the late first round. So just to reset and give your comments in the comment section, subscribe, like, do all that. Listen to me Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Sports Radio 610. I was out today. Going to be back tomorrow. I had to rest the voice a little bit. Anthony Richardson at number 2. No thanks. Will Anderson, number 2 overall. Wouldn't mind it. Jackson Smith and Jigba, number 12 overall. Wouldn't mind it. Quentin Johnston, number 12 overall. No thanks. Trading up for Carter. Wouldn't mind it. Bijan, number 12 overall. Wouldn't mind it. And Gibbs, number 33 overall. Wouldn't mind it. What do you think of Anthony Richardson? What do you think of the draft? Free agency, we're about a week away. Fun times around here. Business is picking up. Anthony Richardson hype is high. We'll see if these teams are really willing to take Anthony Richardson in the first round early. I think he could have used another year, much like Jalen Hurts, much like Josh Allen, but we shall see. No matter what happens when it comes to the Texans, though, just remember, we're all in this together.